And we're back for the UC Vanguard quest line continued. Beard's gone. Last night was the last night of the beard. Looks like we're rolling at 29.97 frames a second. Nice and clear. Okay. Meet Hadrian at the 6th circle. Alright, buddy, let's go. Welcome back to Mars. Such a beautiful game. Stand by. Need the old mic broke to make sure the mic's still working. Stats for nerds.
Can never quite place the smell of Sidonia. Ozone and metal and something vaguely old and ill-kept.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle. That's where we're going.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger
stuff,
like that.
Dude.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
Oh, just a little over 20 grand.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
It's like he's wearing a
Well, right now,
shirt.
we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, when the colony war came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. Of course, you deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
Crash.
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
I'm here for you. Should you need me.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything
It is your
suspicious.
civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
How we doing on ammo? Okay. 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 We're doing good.
From the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
Look like a totally different person now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot my as above hat. Always above hat. About that. Gotta get into character here. That's better. That's better. Whoa. I saw your gun. Oh man. Can't quit yawning today. Bosco.
Greetings,
Hey,
Captain.
bud. Greetings, my guy. Keep up the good work. Alright. Atlantis, here we come. is faster? Take the elevator or walk up and then... Oh, the elevator. I think they were at the bottom.
Captain, can I help you?
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us.
I need to turn the brightness up or something. You should no longer see this box. Yeah. Okay. I thought I broke it.
Once they've gotten to properly review it.
That's a little better.
But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So,
yeah.
in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
Oh boy.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Yeah, how's that
A
work?
non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels, but there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Okay.
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young, training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. I'm getting there.
All right.
The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Great.
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But
that's right.
He's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already.
Holding a grudge against where a person comes from that is both ignorant and cruel.
Just the way things are sometimes.
So it says house for rent.
You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives lost. Something we don't want anyone else to have to experience.
To that.
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Alright, let's do this.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Time to go.
Sounds like our cue.
How'd you get up here so fast? You weren't even in the elevator. Here, let me get the door for you. Alright. Oh boy, take a stand.
Ah. And that must make you the Captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for bringing us this information. You can imagine my surprise when I was informed you were also the agent involved in the debacle between Sysdef and the Crimson Fleet.
They're not gonna let me live that down.
Still quite a mystery how that all went so wrong. In fact, some of Commander Ikande's few remaining compatriots even went so far as to suggest we were making a mistake granting you an audience at all. And that we should instead strap you in irons. Tell me, why would they think something like that? I suppose so. But then that's not really the reason we're here today, is it? We have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Stopping the Terramorphs.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Whatever risks exist, they are outweighed by this imminent threat. I agree. The request should be granted.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we... What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Oh no.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then,
Hello.
we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Time to go kick some alien ass.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
Please! I can't!
What the fuck?
Why is it doing this?
That's it. Now hit him.
Alright. Where is it? Fuck. Where is it?
With everything you've got.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't...
Yes! Try it!
Crazy. We're not supposed to kill him. Don't fucking kill him.
Come on!
Nighty night, sweet prince. Alright, what do we do now?
Thank you for what you did.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We'd tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People?
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked.
Oh.
Please, do what you can to help them.
Let's favorite this guy. Oh, how about up here? We don't use that very much. Where's it?
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move! All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Oh shit, I better save. That was a fucking Bethesda. Blech.
You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Watch out! Captain! You're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that board.
Thanks, boss. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, got one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Get those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Thanks for all the good shit, guys. Yeah. Alright, what are we doing?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Your call. We're on the line.
I hadn't
Your
seen you
abilities
use it
are
much.
Fucking encumbered? Really? Okay.
Self, I'd never believe that power was real.
Oh, this thing.
It seems we are victorious.
Fuck yeah, we are. High ground, Anakin. Oh shit, go in there. Fuck it. Up here. What's up,
Here! I'm over here! Oh God! Please don't let me die!
What? That was weird.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. The universe put the right people in the right place.
Yep.
Certainly doesn't feel like it.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could
Y'all be
rise to the
dead,
occasion.
probably.
Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Clean up this mess. Spaceports look like shit now. Turn off that damn alarm.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes.
Before exiting your homes. That was on hard. This game is isn't very hard. I do have some badass weapons. That's probably part of it.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe
Yep.
we have some things we should discuss.
Yeah, you need to give us that data.
The damage to the spaceport. The costs of this attack are greater than I think we realize.
Oh, now you're reversing your mouth, huh?
Captain?
Okay.
Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
I take my gratitude in credits, real estate, or luxury goods.
Of course.
Fucking
I only
true
wish we
pirate
could have
mouth,
acted
right?
sooner. Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be
Yeah.
supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well
Good.
as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those
yeah.
goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such,
That'd be me.
the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
I don't care about your citizenship. I already got a place in fucking Aquila, man. I don't need to live in this dump.
It has its
I
perks.
get a discount?
Only citizens can purchase property in the city. We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services across the UC. There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet. But above all, you'd become a dedicated part of the greatest faction in the galaxy. If you're willing to help us, we can open that door.
All right, let's do it. I'm just
glad
in for
to
the
hear it.
discounts.
Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Losing anyone
That's
in
20
the line
grand.
of
That's
duty.
10 grand ahead.
Tax?
Here, right?
Chief, listen, these orders can't be... But you know who this is, correct? Yes.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Consider it done.
Yeah. Hey.
That must make you our new envoy. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. And you're someone I've already heard plenty about. One of the few survivors of the SysDef debacle and defender of New Atlantis. Not sure if I should duck for cover around you or shake your hand, but you have my thanks for what you did for the city regardless.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct? Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Of course it isn't. I'm just gonna need some electrodes and 2 distractors and sodium fans. That's all. Oh man.
It won't be.
Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you. Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Why?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Something always fucking goes wrong in this game.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Good thing I'm a ranger, huh?
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
Yeah, sorry.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun
Why?
Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
The Zealots do not represent House Varun. I am sure there are many within their society who value the same things we do.
Of course.
Yeah,
but there
she's
is
House Varun.
another wrinkle.
And I'm a Freestar Ranger.
We're not
I got this in
100%
the
sure
bag.
Balmore is actually still alive. His
Oh,
public
great.
appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the
Right.
facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Okay.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have
Right.
additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
All right. Copy that. Let's go do this.
Excuse me?
Excuse you. You're excused. What happened? Did you fart?
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. We'll check that out here later. We just fast travel.
What does your scanner reveal?
A structure with a plan on it. Why do you always ask me that? Don't you have one?
Warning. Criminal activity in this area.
Will be punished. Great, I can't wait till those are rolling around in the real world. Some hacker gets some fucking
Ah, yes. They build a
sticker in his
monument to the
paw.
people they lost, but not the people they killed. I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct line of sight of this embassy. I suspect that was very much intentional.
They got boats? This is a dock. Where's your boats? I want to go on a boat ride.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a visitor. That's right. Why's everybody got their guns out? Put your shit away.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby.
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just
Oh, she
wish I
doesn't
hadn't
sound
received the
happy.
news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Hello?
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's going to be problems.
Whoa, chill out. I'm a ranger too, man. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my
Does that
thanks
help?
for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only
Yeah.
presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
Oh, you're just a fucking ray of sunshine, aren't you? They sent me to beg. Please, please, pretty, pretty, please.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That
That's where
information is
Radcliffe-
there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right,
Yeah.
I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening.
I get 3 turns. Haha.
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. In the end, we all just want to be safe in our little fiefdoms, don't we?
Yep.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility. I could be the hero here. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You
Okay.
go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research
Okay.
done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists
Fair
will
enough.
watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
We have an accord.
Excellent. Follow me.
That was easier than I thought. Oh, sorry. Did I get in your way? Yeah, why don't you go around the other way? Take the long way.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
Shut your... You know what?
They tell me
Is
it
that
should
where
only
we were
take a
supposed to
moment.
sneak in?
And there. Code generator's just this way. I suppose we're in this together now. Trust must be earned, so we'll let the UC earn it.
Oh, I guess I was done talking to her. Alright, now off to convince House Varun. This is where Andrasia will come in handy. Or might hinder.
Sorry, but I need sign off from the Freestar Collective.
Yes,
A collective.
exactly. It's like...
When someone insults you,
Just beat the shit out of him? What the fuck? No, that's not what you do. Just laugh at him and take their power away.
Technology Corporation and the Settled Systems.
That used to be where you crawl up and get into the spaceport before they patched it. That was the free money thing. This way? Oh. Okay. Use this one. This place looks a little neglected. Did you fire the maid or what? That doesn't sound good. This doesn't look good.
It is so strange that now, for all reasons, is my first time inside this place.
Yeah, we're gonna use the real gun. This is some spooky shit here. It's in the box. All we like for money. Okay. This is kind of creepy. Oh boy.
It's been a very long time since I have seen one of these trees. People would be proud to know it
What the fuck was that? You people are fucking creepy.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Was it just the fog that's fucking... What? This is like some Fallout shit with mannequins in the toilet.
Meet your death.
Did you open that door? I didn't open this door. Is where we're supposed to go? Yeah. What's this mannequin doing?
And once again, we are triumphant.
I need if I keep picking up all this extra shit. So we can use it. Where are you?
Yes? You need a good team always shows the
Yeah, I
look.
got some stuff for you to carry there. God, get those lasers out of my face. What are you trying to do? Burn my eyeballs out?
I appreciate our little discussions, you know. Just what is on your mind at this moment?
That your people are fucking creepy. That's what's on my mind. It's a cool painting, though. In here. Anything useful? Ammo. No, we don't use those. Oh shit! It's one of those jumping robots. Where we gotta go? No. Another power button. Oh, secret school door. I only have 2. No, I can't auto slot. Looks like this one works there. And this one works. There we go. And then this one goes here.
Did they have anything of value?
Some ammo.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Okay.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you... and your friend here.
You need not maintain a facade, Kasric. He knows who I am. Who I actually am.
Quite the breach in protocol, Andreja. Something I look forward to discussing further. Once we've established why it is you to have come waltzing through my door uninvited. Now, the broadcast earlier spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have my word as well, and you know that you can trust me.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
The lives of nearly every individual in the settled systems are so heavily influenced by what goes on in this building.
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has a plan.
File says you're a homesteader, that right? Must be nice.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Here on Vanguard business?
I do appreciate that not every meter of land was plowed under to build this city. This tree is far too grand for such a fate.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. Verified. Unlock engaged. You may proceed, Captain.
I do not get paid enough to deal with stuff like that.
There you are.
Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
That's it? It's over? No, it can't be over. That was too easy.
Yes?
Whoa, Adrian. Jeez.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours. Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
To get me on my feet?
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
It's probably a Conde. That's kind of what my gut's telling me who it is. The devils you know.
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
Logging authorized entry.
Oh, shut up.
Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on.
Okay. See ya.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
What is this? Silence of the Lambs?
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
You're supposed to be dead.
There's a reason for that. Introductions first, though. I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me as
Very Vicus. Yeah,
I was
you're
an
supposed to
admiral
be
during
dead,
the
dude.
Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me
I got a poster of you in my outpost that won't go away.
simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks.
Oh, so you know
Though
about
I am
Hadrian,
curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Well, that chat window's frozen.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process,
That one's frozen
I managed
too.
to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make it deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Was he hiding a secret?
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den.
Yeah.
The head of the local Vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Yep. Clarice! What you got in there? Can I come and hang out in there with you? Inaccessible. Nice fucking cell, dude. What's in here? Servers? This is all your cell, huh? You got a little office in there. Alright.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Ah, a face I never... I will watch your back.
How the fuck do we get out of here? Oh yeah, this way. Okay, we can speak to... Get in the box. Wait a minute. McIntyre, and then we're going to Mars. Okay. You got some splaining to do there, Elizabeth.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
All right.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
I don't think so.
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
Okay. Off to Mars. Or the den. Not Mars, the den. Haven't done this in a while. Hey, is this thing broken? Door's stuck. Oh, I got a bad feeling. Game's gonna crash soon. Starting to get a little stutter. That's what the hazmat team. And their janky ass pop-up. Or easy up. Well, I see they cleaned up the spaceport. That's good news.
You know I went to chef
You'll be
school.
scanned as you enter the
This ain't exactly yours.
Might actually get it all sold. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, ship's clean. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Okay, I could sell some of this stuff. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, all of that needs to be put in the box at the house. If I had some goggles, I'd roll with this helmet. Speaking of helmets. Oh, so I can wear that one now too. I think Andreja has the green one. Maybe I should give her this one. Alright, get rid of a few of these. Cool. Any new...
Need some work done?
Hey, you know what? Okay, that one's maxed. That one's maxed. What is this one? No. Okay.
You should inspect your
Any
ship for heat
components,
leeches
dude?
every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Sure, have at it.
Any better than what we have? Oh, 13, 15. What's ours at? 1600. Yeah, there's ours right there. Odin. Alright, and about reactors. 38, 34, 29, 40. Our reactor is what? 40, 6.44 repair rate. Yeah, it's better than that one. Okay. What about grav drives? 12, 45, I think that's the same one we have. 11 and 45, max power, 11 and 45. 275 health. 147. 11 and 50 thrust. What's our thrust? 45. 1145 and 275. 1150 and 308. Looks like we just got a new grav drive. Okay. Landing gears we don't need. Fuel tanks we don't need. Engines, can we? These are the 3, 20, 24, 3, 46. those are, ooh, what's this? 26. I might just have to upgrade to these. Max power 4. I'd have to get rid of another engine. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump in this power. It's my cousin. His not much. I've been sucked into this again. Now I don't like what I've done. Maybe we'll just keep that like not like that for now. We've got our mobility up, which is a good thing. Yeah, I can live with that. I kind of like it. Alright. Cool. Every time I go into that, she gets a little different. It's kind of okay. I don't like that that's flat right there. I think what I'm gonna do is move those landing gears back, and then we'll call it good and continue on with our story.
What can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
There we go. That looks a little better. Just don't like this flat area right here. And then it looks like it's missing something right here. Another one of these wings out here. So I don't have those parts here, do they? They have, oh, they do. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Looks a little better. Still don't like this flat spot. What if we did this? Double down on the weapons. Now we're using too much power for weapons, right? Okay, that's fine. So we'll just do that. That. I guess that'll work for now. Yeah, she looks alright. I don't know, what do you think? Alright, let's go to the dam. Talk to, who is it? Marquez. We should have a little bit more thrust now. We'll take her out. Do a test run.
Alright, let's see what's out there.
That's a lot of fun.
Dad, do you think Solomon Poe would have liked me?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I like it.
Everybody likes you, but do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon.
Orbital insertion completed.
But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
but it's a little more maneuverable. That'll work. That'll work. Just waiting for mods, man. Waiting on mods.
You know my great-grandpappy made that drive, right? We're here.
While we're here, we might as well get some more ammo.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even
Get rid of some of our
Station is but a shadow of its former purpose.
We got stuff to
I
sell.
do not like it here.
We got stuff to buy and then stuff to sell. Okay. Yeah, that should be full again because we just modified the ship. We'll sell all this for another $5,000. Easy money. Kind of a pain in the butt to push the button that many times. And we got about 30 minutes left. And we're going to do some of that again. Oh, man. Wait. I wasn't looking. I just sold. What the fuck did I just sell? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay. I sold that. 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 And I wanted to keep those two.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Marcel, I need ammo,
I hope we have
bud.
what you need.
I'm sure you do. Okay, we need some of that for the sniper rifle, that for the boss killer. Some of those. Some of those. Some of those. And where's those? Yeah, those. Okay, and then you, my guy. You want to buy these. You want to buy that. That. Oh, look at that thing. Where do we pick that up? Oh, that's all right. Yeah, you want to buy that one, that one, that one, that one, and yeah, these are our favorites that I need to actually put in my inventory and then put in the captain's locker. Okay, and then what do we have to sell from here? That gun sucks. Some spacesuits. That one. Oh, we need to buy some, we need to buy some of those. And then we need to sell some of these. Oh, I don't think I wanted to sell that one. Oh, fuck it. Alright, I want to keep that one, get rid of that one, I want to keep that one, get rid of that one. Helmets, are all these we were keeping. Apparel. Okay, those are all we're keeping. We don't use amp. We don't use battle sim. We don't use this. We don't use this. No, we don't use that. We don't use that. We don't use that one. That one. That one. That one. Potato. And we don't use that. Cool. We gotta go talk to this one over here.
Sorry.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
I'm lucky to still be here.
Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So,
Incognito.
what can I do for you? Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
Got anything I can help you with?
Yeah, do you got a twin?
Sure, have at it.
We can board him. Well, we don't need to.
Captain Michael, do you...
If he blows up, he blows up.
We're unpaired.
with the mods.
Endless boy. Who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, Moat. All systems. Shoot them down.
another jump down.
Be advised, you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Thank you. I think we'll spaceport it. Take a little potty break. That coffee wants out. Potty break and go grab some munchies from downstairs. Take a little 5-10 minute thing. Like normal. Like we always do.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
Alright. Better save. Save. Alright, be right back. We're back. Let's return to base, right? So, yeah, I don't know why I came here. Mass. Carrying too much and can't fast travel. Okay, well.
I'm glad to see you. What have you got for me?
I have resources that are heavy. Oh, and you're at max capacity. Okay. Well, doesn't that suck?
We will speak again soon, I hope.
Looks like we're taking a long way. Spaceport real quick, empty her, empty me. Hopefully we are within range of the ship, right around the that. I think we'll try. Oh yeah, nice. We are. Cool. Okay.
Eager to help, if I can. I am always willing to.
We need to take all of this.
I am happier than I can ever recall being. I believe that is largely thanks to you. Then I shall be sure to say it more often. Take care of yourself.
And then we do this again. Resources. And last. Finish our thing with Vay here, and then I am going to go eat dinner with my little man.
I always enjoy these moments.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
Section 7. Go learn what we can here.
Authorized personnel. Stay here.
I'll be back.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? Happily. But First, I believe you owe me something. Your evidence? Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. Of course, we're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Okay.
Authorized personnel only.
It is pleasing to speak with you. Yes, good. Let's go.
This is going to send us to where do we need to go? The spaceport, probably? Yeah.
Always a satisfying moment.
All right.
To return to your ship.
And with that, we're going to close this chapter. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow if you like what you've seen. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe over there. Don't forget to stay awesome. Thank you very much.